now about what's going on over here in turns 1 and 2. We'll show you this ledge that they are referring to. Steve Kinzer tells me that he cannot place his right rear tire outside of that ledge. It just upsets the car too much. He says it's like running 120 miles an hour and then trying to straddle a curb all the way around the turn. It's also not in a straight line, so you have to try to follow it the best you can with as much skill as you possibly can. The bottom line is this ledge is going to have a lot to do with who takes home the big money.
To get there. Here we go, green flag. The King's Royal is underway. Oh, trouble in the middle. Hodenshield spins and the King is upside down. Steve Kinzer rolls over after making contact with Hodenshield, and Paul McMahon comes to a rest along the wall.
We're going to look at it here. That was after Hodenshield had already gotten sideways. Steve Kinzer with no place to go, just enough tagging him. Turns him around. Paul McMahon, the nose wing there doesn't look like a lot of damage. Right there it is again. Steve just turned the car. And once it turned around, the left rear tires, these cars only have 4 or 5 pounds in them. If that thing spins to the left, it trips over that left rear almost every time.
Steve still in the car. That top wing is crushed, but actually that's a good thing. You can see the cage is completely intact.
Yeah, we saw Paul McMahon's damage. They're ready to go.
Idling down the backstretch, Casey Kane gets to try this again with Lasowski on the outside. You think he'll start differently this time?
He's going to have to if he wants to jump up in front of the dude.
Green flag. And the King is on the gas and coming.
Well, he had to start in the back. We didn't mention that because of the wing. The car not feeling right there. Boy, he just about jumped the cushion, but he brings it down. Since they've worked on that car, he had to start on the tail. But there's Lasowski, our leader out front. At this point, pulling away already.
The JD Bide Rider number 20.
A lot of horsepower, that Kissler engine under the hood. That's what got him that great start, pulling away.
And we got to give a tip of the hat to Jimmy Carr, his crew chief, for setting the car up to make Danny comfortable to race here tonight.
Well, again, you got to have the driver comfortable. It doesn't matter what everybody else in the pits does to their race car, how they set it up. You got to set yours up to where your driver feels good.
Donnie Schatz inside the top 10, trying to chase down Greg Hodnitz, number 12, gets inside of him and takes it away.
Boy, you can see Hodnitz's front wheels turn right as Donnie dove to the inside of him. Hodnitz made a evasive move there and got out of the way.
Sammy Swindell tries to split 2, 3 wide, coming off the corner, and Sammy gets it done. Wow, that was Chad Kavanaugh on the bottom and Greg Hodnett up top, and now Kavanaugh gets around Hodnett. Greg is slipping back.
Yeah, he sure is. Kavanaugh trying to run the middle of the bottom, pulls right up beside Swindell off of turn 2.
And I'll say this about Danny, too, as we take a look at our race leader, he's running much higher than we normally see him. I mean, one of his nicknames is the Catfish, jokingly, because he's a bottom dweller, runs on the bottom of the racetrack.
Well, and generally that does not work at Eldora. You got to learn to run atop, with Joey Saldana starting to close in a little bit. But the higher you run at Eldora, again, that momentum, just keeping that car free is a faster line. So Lasowski's bottom group not always working as he has to go to the bottom here to try to lap. Looks like, I don't know if that's Jeff Swindell.
Yep, Jeff Swindell in the red 6. But Saldana's doing a great job of closing in. The Aerodyne Eagle Raceway Hemsaw back 17, running solidly in second.
Paul McMahon just getting lapped. He was one that was involved in the crash with Kinzer and Hodenshield. He had to start at the tail.
Joey Saldana this year is coming from a young upstart to quickly becoming a superstar in this series.
He really is. And Davey Whitworth, his crew chief. Joey, a real quiet, not very outspoken guy. Neither is Davey Whitworth. And these two, I'll bet they don't say 10 words all night long, but they know what each other's thinking, and they're really fast together.
Steve Kinzer in the Quaker State 11, the green and white car, battling Jack Hodshield's working number 5. Contact between the two of them brought up the red flag earlier. Danny Lasowski is the man that Kinzer's really got to trace down because they're battling for the points lead. Lasowski took it over just the other night, has a 1-point lead over Kinzer here tonight.
And it's been his Achilles heel at Eldora. He's lost the championship in the spring races 2 years in a row. Like I said, if he could just win a race here, especially the King's Royal, all kinds of sparks out of That looks like a broken drive. Oh, he's been in the fence again, it looks like.
Yeah, you can see the damage to the top wing for Brian Paulus. And now Gressman is on his... One of the keys is getting a good start here. How important is it to get a rolling start? Maybe give yourself a little gap like Saldana has between him and Danny right now.
You want to time it, but now you've got to be careful because the officials won't allow a lot, but you do want to try to roll back and just guess when the leader's going to take off, and you try to be on the throttle an instant sooner.
Like that, about 2 car lengths maybe?
Well, it looked like Danny still beat him on the throttle. Look at Joey Saldana. Noticed under yellow, he was riding around the top above that cushion looking to see if there's anything up there.
Darren Pittman to the bottom. Mark Kinzer coming up through the field. He gets around Casey Kane. So Carl Kinzer's got the Mopar working tonight.
Yeah, it moves Mark into 3rd spot. Again, we've talked about, documented their struggles this year. Well, that would boost their confidence to win the King's Royal again 2 years in a row.
And Paulus with a new top wing. That's just stalls it out on that slide there and has 3 cars closing in on him like Donnie Schatz, who gets by, and Tim Schaefer in the Beatpackers car, the 83, going to try to pick him off as well. Oh, and the yellow is out. Kenny Jacobs with Mighty Mouse on the wing is one of the cars involved. And Jack Hodenshield's working car, the White Machine. Owned and crew chiefed by Guy Forbrook and Stevie Smith. Here we go, back to green.
Saldana staying with Danny a little better that time on the restart.
Wow, look at the dive to the bottom from Donnie Schatz. Schatz and Schaefer side by side. And there's Paulus. He's got the 28 working right.
Got the wing back on. I thought it knocked the driveline. Saw a lot of sparks and fire down there. Looks like they obviously got that car fixed. He's back out and racing.
And Schatz from the bottom to the top. The Kenny Woodruff wrench Parker Stores 15.
Racetrack widening out a little bit, especially in 3 and 4. The cushion moving a little higher up on the racetrack.
Saldana just cannot catch that JD Byrider 20 of Lasowski.
You know, we always talk about the slide job here. When a guy's running set, oh, look at Saldana running above the cushion. Look how much room he made.
Well, then where's that ledge we were talking about as he dives to the bottom? What's the slide job on him?
He went above that ledge. I'll tell you, that's like tap dancing on a landmine running that close to the wall. Eldora, he's, look at that, clear above the curb. Everybody's trying to run it up to it. He went above it. Oh, we got a car, Mark Kinzer in the wall. That was a hard hit.
Well, sometimes you get over that ledge and you can run the ragged edge. Mark got above the ledge and it bit him.
That's right. You know, it takes moves that you don't do anyplace else. I mentioned earlier, Joey Saldana taking the chance, running above that cushion, could possibly win him this race. Taking that chance is the ultimate experience at Eldora.
Lasowski holds on to second. Now that he's out front and in clean air, boy, Saldana is just motoring away.
And still running above that cushion. He did not move down, take the safer line, you know, maybe move down the middle of the racetrack and say, oh, I've got the lead now, I'll just try to take it easy to milk this thing. He's still above the cushion running the wall.
There's Delansky, there's Casey Kane. Earlier lap, we saw Casey try to bounce over that ledge, and it really upset the balance of the 51. It's not easy getting up there.
It's sure not. I see some sparks right there as it bangs the left rear frame rail, but again, I mean, you lean that right rear on there, it all wants to jerk that feels like it's going to rip the seat right out of the car there. Now there's Craig Delansky, one of the other few cars running, and look what it does for him, running above that cushion where there's some moisture and it's smoother up there.
Maybe he can get 5th away from Pittman. Yep.
See if he runs in there on top again. Yes, he does, above that cushion. Real close to that wall, but boy, you can see the shot he gets off of turn 2.
There's not a lot of room for error up there.
Not at all. I mean, some would say if you're going to hit the wall, you want to be a foot from it versus 10 feet from it. You don't hit as hard, but still, as you said, that room for error, you don't make any mistakes up there because you're going to be in the wall.
Saldana laps Stevie Smith. And now Shane Stewart is in front of him. Look at that. I mean, we're talking about almost the width of the car up there.
And you can see him reset the car. Kind of did a twitch right there. That will get your attention. He was able to turn it, bring it back away from the wall. You got to stay on the gas up there. The worst thing you can do is, now there he moved down just a little bit. Maybe that little twitch on that last corner. He said, maybe I better move down a little bit and get away from this wall.
See the sparks showering off the frame rail. Lasowski trying to chase him down and trying to fight off that guy. Casey Kane all at the same time, who holds down third.
It's a good run for Casey Kane, who doesn't run a lot of wing stuff anymore, especially at Eldora, to come here with the wing on. He'll be running third. It's a great job by that whole team.
And we heard about the tire that is on Donnie Schatz, is number 15. He's in fourth and coming strong.
Well, those harder compounds, you want a lot of green flag laps. You got to keep the heat in that tire. Donnie's been doing it all season, qualifying bad, starting way in the back. I believe he started 21st, up to 4th or 5th. I mean, he's always good at racing. They just have trouble qualifying.
Right there was a
good shot. Yep, good shot of hitting the ledge. Pulled the front end up over. He had to turn left, keep it out of the wall.
Delansky runs behind him in 5th. There's Sammy Swindell. Oh, and problems for Shane Stewart. Lap 31, caution is out. Driver of Junior Holbrook's number 8. Green flag. One car in between Saldana and Lasowski. That's Craig Kinzer. He goes to the bottom, gets out of the way.
Joey right back up to the top. Ralph jumped, went over top of that berm. Said, I'm going to just win this thing or wear it. And he got up there and pulling away again.
And Delansky gets around Schatz. That's for 4th. Schatz tries to come back. Can't get it done.
When you can see what happened there, he tried him in the middle. And Delansky with that momentum around the top just drives away coming off the corner.
And Casey Kane gets around the lap traffic of Craig Kinzer.
Look how high the cushion is from 3 and 4. Right there in the middle of the race corner there, it's about, 3 or 4 feet off the wall at most.
Steve Kinzer battling with Jeff Swindell and Tim Schaefer. Saldana, what a night. We talked about how this youngster is quickly becoming a superstar in this series. A drive like this and winning the Kings Royal in the process definitely elevates your status.
Oh, absolutely. And I can tell you, him out there leading this Kings Royal, he's hearing all kinds of noises and feeling vibrations and just hoping that no flat tires just bring that thing home. He's got a huge lead, but at this point, he doesn't know that. He's just running as hard as he can.
His father, Joe, was a big-time sprint car racer, a former winner of the Knoxville Nationals himself. Chad Kemena now battling with the King.
A lot of second, third generation drivers in the sport of sprint car racing.
Steve Kinzer inside the top 10 tonight.
After starting from the tail, we saw that first lap crash. Good front run for him. Try to keep that points battle going with Daniel Lasowski.
That's what's been so incredible about the points chase tonight. You would think a night like this, Steve would be out of it, would lose a bunch of points, but he has fought back. Danny has done the same thing on other nights. Joey Saldana is on the last couple of corners here. Joey Saldana wins the 19th annual Kings Royal and takes home the huge check of $50,000. Shannon Saldana celebrates the biggest win of her husband's career.
Climbing out of the car after his first Kings Royal victory, Joey Saldana, the driver of car number 17. Being congratulated by his wife, Shannon. He's going to get the hat off, and we'll be able to see a smile on his face. How about a $50,000 smile there, huh? Joey, can you believe it?
I can't believe it. I mean, I told you I was upset that I drew a 6, and, you know, I thought my night was done, and Hod and Steve took each other out or something happened. I don't know, but that was just luck. That's how racing is, and actually I was running the top, and I'm telling you what, I am wore out.
That was the key, though. You told us earlier when we were asking you if you had to run below that ledge, and you said you had to run above it. And you were the first one to do that. Later in the race, everybody was trying to follow what you were doing because you were the fastest guy out there.
Well, I wish I wouldn't have been the first one because it scared me to death. But actually, I'm lucky to finish because when I did get brave enough and go up there, I hit the front stretch wall, and I don't know what I did to my car, but I just figured, you know, you don't get these chances very often.
Joey, congratulations. A tremendous job. Glad we were able to watch it. Joey Saldana wins his first Kings Royal here tonight.